This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and LSU Death Valley, home of the Bayou Bengals. As we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So Alabama's offense comes on the field first today. Well, fans on both sides have not forgotten Alabama's beatdown the last time they played. All the emotion, the intensity of Tiger Stadium, and Kalen DeBoer, in his first taste of the rivalry, had the Tide ready, and they pounded LSU.
When I think back to this game, and we were so excited to call this one, I just think of how Alabama's offense handled this environment. Jalen Milroe, one week he looks great. The next week, it's just not quite there in the passing game. But this game, it was all about his legs. The best athlete on the field by far. How will Bama do without that explosive playmaker at quarterback this year?
Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They pressure him and get him. A loss back to the 7-yard line.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
And here comes the punter onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. So LSU's offense comes out for their first possession today. They'll be met by a defensive front that has a couple of impact players on it. They get after the quarterback. They slow the run down. Really a nightmare to block.
Well, these guys are what it's all about. You want to build a great defense? Follow this blueprint right here. Big, strong, athletic defensive linemen. They're game wreckers, and they're lucky to have a couple of them up front. Going to be tough on this offense to try to hold up at the line of scrimmage.
The game goes back to 1895, Kirk, but as you know, it's begun to pick up intensity in this rivalry because they are always in each other's way in the SEC.
Yeah, this rivalry doesn't necessarily have the history, even though it does go back to 1895. But you're right. Things seem to change when the SEC split east and west. It became a battle about who would represent the West, the winner typically between Alabama and LSU. It seems like every year from that point on, it's a game we all point to before the season even starts.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Back to throw. It's Simpson. Quick throw to the flat. It's a screen. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room.
Well, of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't the score.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. And the quarterback keeps it here. He's in the clear. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. He's got room to run. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Second down after that previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Scrambling and throwing it deep. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past. We're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And the pass is incomplete.
Now, it's not going to show up in the stat sheet, but the offensive line did everything in their power to give the quarterback time. Ultimately, the play just didn't work out.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? We'll hand it off. Able to convert on 3rd. Sets him up now. First down to the 22. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. To the air, it's Simpson. Grab behind the line, it's Horton. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Alabama now operating in the red zone. They look to throw it here on second down. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
Well, LSU for years has played a one-gap defense that loves to pin their ears and get upfield. It's a risky defense, and it requires great athleticism on the defensive line, something that they've had forever. Great sack here to keep that tradition alive, but you think back over the years, Booger McFarland and Marcus Spears and Glenn Dorsey and off the edge, Kiki Mingo, just so many great LSU defensive linemen that can get after that quarterback.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
I don't mind this aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, taking a shot downfield on 3rd down. Now you can either kick the field goal or still have a chance to go for it.
Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. The distance will be from 38 yards out. He knocks it through with confidence. And that will tie the game here. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Anderson. He's tackled at the 10, not good field position to start the drive. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Caught over the middle, it's Anderson. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a first down. Deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we move to the second quarter, you hope these teams will build on a promising start. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the quarterback dropping back. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. To throw, it's Nussmeier. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
How about the big fella coming up with the interception? You don't see that very often.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. They're looking for the end zone here, no doubt. The RPO caught to the right. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. An inside give now from the shotgun. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. And he'll drop back here on third down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? The defense makes the stop at the 3.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. He was on target with his first attempt. This one just a chip shot from 20 yards away. And he's got it, no problem.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Getting set. Here's second down. Looking downfield. It's Nussmeier. Breaks an open space. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Good job here, the quarterback. His primary receiver did not look open. Instead of forcing the ball, he finds the running back as a check down and picks up a first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Anderson. They bring him down at the 45, and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Quick throw, testing the middle. Oh, he makes the catch. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Makes the catch downfield. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. That's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
What a beautiful post route right over the top, and it splits this defense for 6 points. Great recognition by the quarterback to see the void in the middle third of the secondary and confidently deliver that strike.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. He lost the ball. It's a wild scramble. And it's the kicking team making the recovery a special teams disaster. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Throws it to the right. And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. The offense sets up with a 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a 1st and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
Touchdown, Tigers. They cap the drive with 6 points. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And now the try here for the extra point. Extra point makes the lead 11. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
The thing about this tight end is he is not only a great blocker, but shows here early in this game he can make great catches as well.
Here's the 2nd down play. To throw, it's Simpson. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And the ball is picked off. Not much on the return, but pick will set up the offense at the 35.
Well, they come out of that nickel package, and the move pays off, gives them an extra defensive back on the field, a little bit more speed and awareness, and it pays off with this big interception.
So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And looking to throw now on first down. With sure hands, it's Durham. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Second down after that short completion. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Short pass finds the tight end. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Well, they told us all week that they thought they had an opportunity to get this tight end the football, and here they are early in the game showing that they mean business.
So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the +27. Grab behind the line, it's Anderson. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. He was successful last time out. This attempt is from 42 yards away. And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settled for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. Returner choosing to field this one. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. To throw, it's Simpson. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there. A minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Important second down play coming up. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Scanning the field. It's Nussmeier. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
2nd down play coming up. Looking to throw here. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Looking for a gap. It's Durham. And the freshman brings him down quickly. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. It's a quarterback keeper. Well, the power run is stuffed, barely makes his way back to the line of scrimmage on that one.
Well, the quarterback keeps the ball. He's trying to make a big play on 3rd down. He probably should have gotten the ball out of his hands. Now, we got a big 4th down coming up.
So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. The field goal is good, and they add to their lead. After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner will be brought down. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Looking to throw. It's Simpson. The throw complete to the running back underneath. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room.
Well, this is the risk you take when you play man-to-man coverage and you leave a linebacker on a running back. Quarterback does a nice job of seeing that mismatch and getting the ball to the back for some good yards.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Boy, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break 1 tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up in run support.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Bootleg looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Miller. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, they come out firing here to start this 2nd half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. Starts with a quick pass to the left off the RPO. finally they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference. Now it's second down here. On the ground, it's Durham. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Quick throw over the middle. It's nearly picked off. He couldn't hold on to it. Don't expect that from such a reliable defender. Brings up fourth down, though.
Oh, man, nearly a disastrous play there by the quarterback. Look at his facial expressions right now. He knows that he caught a break, trying to force the ball in there. He's going to have to make better decisions moving forward and work through his progressions to find his open man.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, this is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Can he get there on the ground? Breaks into the clear. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And notice how the balance of this passing game's been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved, catching passes. That's tough to stop. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And is intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here the interception cost him.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Running back has it on the screen now. Finds room at the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a 4th down now.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
So out comes the field goal team one more time. This kicker has been busy today. He's made 3 already. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Cuevas. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, 4th quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a 1st down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Quick pass. The catch is made. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the 4th quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. But give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
And they pick up the 1st on the ground. Looks like Alabama will have the 1st down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver, and they'll go right back to him on 1st down. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
And this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looking to throw. It's Simpson. The receiver makes the catch. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Well, as a defense, you'll take that all day. No problem at all. You give up a short little route. You tackle him inbounds. It keeps the clock running. That's a great job by the defense.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. Tackled, but first down.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the fourth quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
Caught behind the line. It's Miller. And he heads out of bounds, moving backwards on that play. Didn't want to take the hit. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Lewis. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
They've converted both third down attempts on the drive so far, but now it's 3rd and 8. Pressure is coming. Grab down the middle. It's Miller. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15.
Boy, the quarterback looks so confident there with this throw. Good job up front with the offensive line protecting on a pivotal third down. And anytime you're trailing in a game, you want to be able to convert. So good job by this offense.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Back to pass. It's Simpson. Running out of time in the pocket. Looking right. This one caught. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Looking to throw again. He's running out of time here. Crab behind the line. It's Williams. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
What's another incompletion? Just something is missing with this offense. Cannot quite get into sync. And now we got another 4th down for this quarterback.
Now they come up 2nd and goal from the 3. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And the pass is knocked away in the end zone. A touchdown-saving play.
Now, the passing game just hasn't been consistent today. It's plain and simple. They might not quite be out of it yet, but they have to start connecting soon, or this one will be over.
The offense still looking to score a touchdown for the first time. Now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the 4th quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
And it's picked off in the end zone. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. We go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Really tough to run a good counter play when the linebackers aren't fooled at all. This time they get down in a hurry into the line of scrimmage to make that play.
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. It's a shotgun run call. Fighting off the defender. So no gain in what's going to be the final play. The clock is at 0-0. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent. This team was motivated from the opening kickoff.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.